Bam ba bam 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 ba bam 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 ba 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 bam bam ba bam bam. You are now watching the most entertaining Apex series in all of YouTube. For those that know what's going on, welcome back. To any new people that have no clue what's going on, I gave myself a challenge to go from Bronze 4 to Masters using every legend in the game. So if you haven't seen my first 5 legends, go check them out right now. This is my 6th installment of the series. This one's going to be for Wattson. Just to remind you guys, I'm doing this so I can give you guys the best tips on how to solo queue in Apex Legends. I also hope to figure out what legends are good or bad for solo queuing. This is so you guys can pick the good legends and stay away from the bad ones. Before I get started, I want you guys to tell me which legends have been the most fun for you guys to watch. And also, what legends do you think I've been playing the best? And as always, every like counts and every comment matters. And if you're new here, please subscribe. You guys have been growing my channel so quickly and I appreciate you guys for that. Now let's get into my legend analysis. This one for Wattson. It took me 73 games with Wattson to go from Bronze 4 to Masters. 73. I have now set a new record with Wattson. The previous record was 100 games with Gibby. Also, Wattson was the first legend out of everybody else that I dropped a 20 bomb with, and I had by far the most 4K damage games with her. Most of you guys might think, wow, this must make her a S tier legend. We'll get into that in a second. It's important for me to be thoughtful in my analysis for Wattson, and I have to make sure I'm covering all aspects. Although I broke many records with Wattson, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I played on Olympus for my lower rank lobbies. Every other legend I started off in Broken Moon or Storm Point, and both of those maps are very big, and even in the lower lobbies they tend to die out super quickly, just like they do in higher lobbies. So I cannot fully attribute my success to Wattson. There are other factors to consider. The reason that I explain that is because Olympus is a much smaller map than the other 2 maps right now, and also that map is my bread and butter. It's one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite, and it's so good for high kill games, especially in lower ranks, so that must be something that I take into consideration. Moving on, I must say going from a character like Revenant to Wattson was a little bit weird. Revenant had so much utility and Wattson really doesn't have anything at all, especially for the aggressive player. And I know a lot of you Wattson mains aren't going to like this, so I'm going to dive deep into my reasoning. Wattson is not and will never be an aggressive legend. It does not matter if you watch people like Lamek that play her aggressively. Just because Lamek or whoever else can play Wattson aggressively does not make her inherently aggressive. She is an innate defense legend, through and through, no matter how you want to look at it. Compare her to like a Caustic, which is a defensive legend but can also be played aggressively. Caustic can physically throw his traps at the enemy or towards them, and also he could physically throw his ultimate towards them and on them as well. That provides an offensive aspect to Caustic. Even as a Rampart, you could push a team using your fences and playing leapfrog on them. Wattson has none of that potential. She's a character specifically made for holding down the fort and zoning, or rather taking up space. Because of that, she does not belong in this meta. Wattson would be great for a meta like we had in season 13, where everybody's goal was to make it to endgame, so not many fights were happening early on, but it is the endgame where she thrives the most. And right now, currently in ranked, we don't have a lot of endgames, especially in the higher ranks. So if you combine all of that together, it kind of makes her useless, especially for a solo queue player in this rank system. And while I'm talking about the bad, I might as well start off with her passive. Her passive sucks. And I understand Respawn is worried about buffing her passive so that it heals her shields quicker, but something has to be done about it. At least at the speed that Octane's health regenerates. I think somebody in my chat told me it takes 50 seconds for it to heal up 1 shield. What's the point of that? That's all I have to say about her passive. There's nothing really else to it. It sucks and it needs to get buffed. Now let's talk about her tactical. I can't lie, I suck butthole with her tactical. Being able to make crazy fence plays is something that takes a lot of practice, and I did not have enough time for that. I found her fences useful obviously within the building. It definitely slows down the enemy's push, but nothing like that of a Caustic. Wattson is definitely the weakest defensive legend we have right now. Just think about it. Would you rather push a Wattson in a building, or would you rather push a Caustic or a Catalyst or a Rampart in a building? Think. I'm choosing a Wattson every time. And if her only job is to control a point, and she does it the weakest out of all of the other controller legends, what's the point of playing her? Because she has a nice French accent? I told you guys the Wattson mains aren't going to like this one. Please save me in the comments. And the content creators that we see play Wattson, they come up with the craziest fence plays. It's only something 0.0001% of the community can do. For the average Wattson player just like myself, simple door fences are the only viability that we get from her tactical. The only usefulness that you'll get out of her tactical is simply slowing down the enemy or forcing them to go another way. It's not like a Catalyst reinforced door that you have to kick 4 times to destroy, or a Caustic trap that slows you down and creates major visual clutter. And if the trap is on a door, then you physically have to break the door in order to destroy the Caustic can. The major fault with Wattson's tactical is that it destroys the door that it's supposed to protect. So with every other control legend that we have to physically break down that door with our feet, a grenade, etc. But when fighting a Wattson, all you have to do is press square on the door and the fences will automatically destroy that door. And that kind of defeats the whole purpose of a Wattson. That's something that they should change, or at least have it destroy the door a little slower instead of instantaneously. Nonetheless, like I mentioned earlier, Wattson is good for endgames. If you're holding down an area in endgame with a Wattson and you fence everything up, nobody's gonna push you. It would take too much time and effort to even try to push you. So during endgame, she's great for telling teams pretty much F off. This is my area and we got it locked down. This is the cold, brutal reality about Wattson. If I'm going to play Control Legend, I'm going Catalyst all day, every day over her. Now let's talk about her ultimate. Her ultimate is pretty damn good. I feel like it could give a little more health, but other than that, it does its job amazingly. And especially with this ability meta that we have where everybody's spamming abilities and grenades, throw that ultimate down and just zip zap all of them up while giving you health at the same time. You could also put it behind doors to block them up as well, and even use it as a shield to protect you if you're in the open. But even with her ultimate, it's very straightforward. Put it down whenever you need shield heals. If I was low health, I would put my ultimate down and have that charge up my shields in addition to my passive while I pop a med kit. It's like the opposite effect of a lifeline essentially. So within 8 seconds, I'm pretty much fully healthy. Fact of the matter is, people just know how to counter Wattson at the higher ranks. You might be able to get away with her from bronze to gold, but as you climb up the ranks and especially through diamond and you start getting put in pred lobbies, you'll see how truly weak she is. The best thing about her by far is her hitbox. Her hitbox is tiny as hell, and I definitely felt the difference between Wattson's hitbox and Revenant's hitbox, which was the legend I did right before her. It's very difficult hitting a tiny legend like that, especially if you incorporate a nice strafe, which is something that I'm really good at. So when you look at her hitbox and ultimate, I was able to win a lot of my fights because of that. But there's one thing that I have yet to mention as to why I played so well with her. She made me think smarter. As a legend with 0 movement, 0 escape, and 0 lethality, I had to play the best, most advantageous angles possible and make sure that I'm getting somebody weak or knocked before I engage in that fight. I was very careful in my approach when it came to fighting teams. You can never overextend as a Wattson. You will get punished. And it never means that you have to play super passive 100 meters behind your team, but you have to be super cognizant of your surroundings, the angles that you're playing and the angles that the enemies are playing, and to utilize the cover to your best advantage. But with Wattson, I focus more on my angles and my gunny more than anything else, because that was the only thing that's going to win me that fight. Of course, fencing up the house that I'm in helps a lot, but if you're a Wattson main and you want to gain RP, you have to think 100 times smarter than everybody else. And like I said, this was a difficult transition because I just came from Revenant. If I wanted to push a team as Rev, I simply throw my ultimate down and full send them, or I would just throw my meatballs at them. Wattson doesn't have any of that ability, so I had to put together my best strategy and my best comms, and that alone helped me win a lot of my fights as well. But it takes a different type of player to play and do well with Wattson in ranked, especially if you're solo queuing. And as we all know, the majority of the community is not capable of that yet. You will be once you finish all my videos though. For those reasons, I have to give Wattson a D tier rating. Yeah, that's right. D as in dog meat. She has no place in this meta right now. If we had a meta that prioritized placement over kills, then we could talk then. But in this meta where everybody's aping each other, you need a better type of defense or a character with some sort of movement. Wattson has none of that. This also means that I'm changing my rating for Rampart. I will be giving Rampart a D+ rating instead of the F tier rating that I gave her. Wattson is the weakest legend out of all of the legends I've done so far, and I could never recommend her for solo queuers. It would take too much time and practice, and it would take too much strategy to actually use her to gain a lot of RP while solo queuing. And much like Crypto, if you're a god tier Wattson, then definitely she'll be higher up in that rating. But again, a majority of the community is not like that, and these tips are for that majority. If you would like to have some open dialogue about this, feel free to comment under the video. Despite everything that I said about Wattson, I did have fun with her. I love that hitbox, and you'll see how much that hitbox helped me in these games. These are by far my most entertaining games of the entire series, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'll be starting Vantage next so as long as they fix her, and if they don't fix her, then I'll be going with Caustic. So please be sure to tune into my Twitch. I stream every day at 3 p.m. PST, and that's where I do all of these legends live. So once again, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys for part 2. Whoa, whoa! Oh shit. Why am I lagging?
Reloading. Another taken. I defeated an adversary. We're one step closer.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! He's rezzing. Smoking crack. Crack cocaine. Of all people. Hey, chat, check this out. Bet you I hit him. Oh shit, that was so... Bro, that was so close! shit on. Oh, it is you shitters. I'm weak. This skin is the worst skin I think I've ever come across in 4 years of Apex. This shit is stupid. I don't know what to do with them, bruh. What the fuck?
Stopping off their shields.
He's gonna come eventually.
Hey, yo!
There he is.
He's attacking us.
Crack, one down. Oh, nice.
Come on, this way.
Oh.
The shield is broken.
We'll send it. Make sure it's good. Fucking gorgeous. Keep running through. Run inside.
Reloading. I'm changing. Shield is broken.
Need help here?
Back one.
Damn.
Crack.
They're in front of me.
The enemy shield is broken. Oh, that's too noisy.
Behind us. Okay, 2 more on this team.
Oh, nice.
GG's. The second 20 bomb with Wattson. I've had 0 20 bombs with the first 5 legends. I got 2 with this bitch. Is there 2 teams here?
Just topping up their shields. I downed an enemy. Shield is broken. Fini. I'm in trouble.
Oh my god.
Reloading. I took out more. Just topping up my shields.
I'm gonna get the fences down soon, chat, so help me God, and what I do is bad for everybody. I'm probably never getting them down. Fuck!
Scanning the area.
Reloading. Shield.
Ring closing in 10, and it's just a shot away.
And fence. Defense is complete.
They're attacking.
Bro, can I get fucking max? Or something? Holy f***.
Pushing it up. Healing up.
Is her hitbox this wicked, chat? Chat, is her hitbox this wicked?
Hey there.
Scanning the area.
Mark in level 5 shield over there. It's a full squad, team people. Shot at.
Fence in position.
Lead to our
If
enemy.
the fence gets crossed, we'll know. Enemy shield. Critical for an electrical engineer. Just topping off their shields.
Dousing hostile.
Enemy shield.
Getting shot at.
Oh my god.
That tiny tag on you. Badly. Prey spotted here. Go that way. Quick.
All Father, give me sight.
Better angle at Echo's location.
Enemy shield. Another one down. Shield.
Could it be a full team? Could it be a full team? No, probably not. I would just give up.
Our enemies.
He was back here.
They're inside the ring. Victory lies there.
Come to daddy.
There's a mark over there.
Like a fly! Like a fly!
Anyone back?
Damn it.
I cracked the target shield. My abilities are crapping out. Taking fire. Bagged another of my prey. First blood. That's my
Bro. Bro, there's no...
You're shot from another squad.
Moving to Echo for a better angle.
Who the fuck are you?
Topping off my shields.
Bro, Cat is such a dumb character. This is a whole nother team than the Octane, bro?
One down. Bien.
Good squad. I've got you. Hey, how about we're dying today?
Fence in position.
I'm down.
I'm in trouble. Engaging the enemy. I downed an adversary. Shield is broken. Fini.
Watch my back. I'm healing.
Fuck.
We'll know. Reloading.
Oh yeah, their armor swapping like that in gold lobbies.
We got another squad attacking.
Reloading.
And the dead side in.
Whole squad's been shut down.
Nice kill. They never saw it coming.
Enemy right here.
Opening fire.
Down to mark. We've got it. I'm full of hate. Getting shot at. 30 seconds left. and
Where
the
is
ring's
this
close.
Loba? Or whoever it was. Wattson. Yeah, peek that now.
Reloading.
Healing up.
There you are.
Rings moving. The enemy shield. Keep here. Enemy shield. Reloading. Recharging your shields.
I don't care if I win, just don't want to start the 4K.
Block the enemy shield. Enemy shield.
Yep, died a ring. Yeah, you're mine now.
That enemy shield is broken. Fini.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, Scrappy, they're just gold lobbies.
Enemy.
Why haven't I done this with any other legend? I'm not bragging to brag. I'm trying to analyze why this could be the case. The legend with the least ability. Ooh.
The enemy shield.
Brace the shitter. Oh! Oh, wow. She almost got me right there. GG's to her. But
Recharging shield. No more steroids. Enemy. That enemy shield is broken. Fini. Reloading.
Next ring out very close. Patching myself up.
I took out an enemy.
There's another squad attacking. Recharging my shield. Watch yourself.
Reloading.
Broken enemy. Catching myself up.
Fence deployed. Enemy right here. Incoming. Over here.
no, 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 no.
Down's an adversary. 30 seconds till ring closure. We're so close. And fencing. The fence is complete. Fence in position. Ring's right there. 10 seconds. Reloading.
Oh my god.
It's good for an electrical enemy. That enemy shield. I've broken enemy shield. closes in 10 seconds.
That wasn't 100. Was that 150? Maybe.
I broke an enemy shield. Reloading. More kills. Recharging my shields.
I digress. Regardless,
Reloading.
if you play Wraith, I recommend you play Loba. On top of it, yeah, Wraith's hitbox is obviously smaller. And Wraith's hitbox is definitely, it hurts. I mean, not hurts, but it helps. You're just dead on that angle and my shit's fully charged like that. That blade of grass, I thought was their teammate. Another 4K, baby. That's like, I lost count now. Damn!
That was the last one. Nice work.
We got this thing behind us coming up right now.
Camp placed. It's a fence that enemy right here. To go. Rings moving.
I am repairing myself.
The enemy is here.
Dude, that took.
The enemy shield.
There's team behind us coming up. I'm moving to you guys right now.
Stay down here.
The enemies are shooting at me.
Stay down here with me. I got one knock.
Alright.
Please and thank you. Bro.
Supplies coming in.
There's about 3 of them knocked at the bottom.
I killed an enemy.
Behind us again, somewhere in the middle.
The Mirage is weak because I knocked him. Somebody just rezzed him.
Okay. I try to go back and grab banners.
Squad attacking. Rope that is. I am repairing. Your friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad.
I downed an enemy.
Took out an enemy.
Engaging the
Contact with target.
Kick this down, kick this down, kick this down, kick this down. All teams are right and left. Alright, run this way. Grapple if you need. Sorry, I'm playing fast, we have to. Good luck. I'm not with you though.
alone.
Cracked an enemy shield. I am repairing myself. I am down. Huh, Prowler SMG here.
Just topping off my shields. Shields finished. Recharging my shields. I have our teammate's banner.
Steve-O, can you come to me and put a zip line up underneath? Gonna keep peeking and poking until don't go down, please.
Setting up a zipline.
Need to recharge.
I think you're being pushed by another team. There's a Maggie team.
Engaging the enemy.
Another team just walked up.
Target over there.
Lifeline one shot right here.
And then let's go.
Go to Patsy.
Just got some shields. Bon travail. Let's spot.
The resume right here.
Another squad attacking. Target over there.
Recharging my shield.
Come on, jump on him, Steve.
Enemy right here.
On the right
Okay,
side.
stay on height, stay on height.
I just gave it up.
Reloading. Found an adversary.
Hold on, bud, hold on.
Reloading.
Recharging shields.
Almost cracked both up there.
I broke an enemy shield.
I knocked
Good
it.
though. Yep, good shit.
Enemy very close.
They're right here.
Reloading.
I need help.
70 on the race, 7 in the race.
Fuck, bro, I didn't shoot him. Good
Is
shit.
that a horizon? I don't know. 60 on that person up behind the rock.
Reloading. I defeated an adversary. You're one shield is broken. Fini.
Good shit.
Good stuff. guys.
GG's. And that's another point of it that I talk about often too, right? My dad comes from nothing. He's grinded his ass off to get me in the position to be successful, right? And I'm gonna fuck all of that hard work that both he and I put in on a hunch.
I think 30 times.
Not only is that something I don't want to do, but that's something disrespectful to my father and all the hard work that he sacrificed, the blood, sweat, and tears that he sacrificed to get me in this position when he comes from absolutely nothing as a single father. And so the way that I look at it is that I need to be the one that finds security in my future. I am the person within my family tree that redirects and recourses my entire family history from here on out. When I play my cards right further, my kids can now take that risk to be a streamer. Does that make sense? I'm like that pivotal moment within my family tree where this is it, you know. Thank you, Dad.
Should have seen that coming.
Let's go. That way.
Sorry.
Reloading. I downed an adversary.
Contact with hostile.
Enemy right here.
That's right, it's going.
Squad is attacking us. Adversary near me.
Why can't I?
Grenade.
That's right.
Three teams.
That was the end of that squad. Shield. That hurt.
No more storms.
I'm gonna try to fight
Fans
it.
in position. Fans them in.
Good try.
Enemy right. Broke an enemy shield.
Throwing thermite grenade.
Broken off their shields. I took an enemy shield. It's a good Walks the enemy shield.
Broken enemy shield.
Recharging
check.
the shields.
Recharging my shield.
That enemy shield is
Damn. Had the ability to do things like that. Jeez Louise.
Tossing thermite. Punching it. I cracked an enemy shield.
Okay, you did. Oh my god, that was so close.
Need to recharge my shield.
Push this way.
The second squad is
Push over here, please.
We're already in
I need some subs.
charging my shield.
I need some subs if you guys have some, please.
Yeah.
I can drop a couple back.
Here.
Yeah, just two. We're gonna fight this team back here, try to. Pop in the back, pop in the back, pop in the back. Yeah, they're all close, they're all close. You're good, heal up, you're good, I have your angle, I'm healed. I'm looking.
recharging my shield.
Got one down. Timothy, not Timothy. Two on me. Dude, he's one, thank you. Come res inside real quick, don't worry about the caustic. Don't die.
Took an enemy down.
Kick it, kick now.
I'm nading it.
Kick, okay.
It's my name.
Tried by the other team.
I downed an officer. Just topping up my
Other team's up here still.
Behind this way.
Yeah, it's like a duo still.
enemy very close.
They're shooting alternators at me long range, they're not gonna hit.
For 17.
He's one.
They bang.
Guy low ground cracked. Gold.
Close left.
GG's, guys. I cried about my dad and my life and my future career, bro. And I drop a 5K damn near while I do that shit. Come on, Chad. Who does it like me? Who does it like me? Who does it like me? Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, 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 ba, 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 bam, bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, 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 ba, ba, bam, bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, 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 ba, 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 bam,